Calling all Miami small business owners. Marketing your business shouldn't feel like a full-time job. At Office Depot Office Max, our Workonomy print advisors will take your big ideas and turn them into brilliant marketing materials. Custom signs, banners, business cards, flyers, brochures, and more. We'll take care of it all. Done right, done fast. And now, for a limited time, get $10 off your next qualifying print order of $35 or more with coupon. Exclusively at Miami area Office Depot and Office Max stores.
What's that smell? Just like cornbread done too well. What you need, you know I got. So hands up, who wants to rock?
Good evening, metal faithful. It is I, the man data reporter, and frankly, I'm mortified, Mr. Mark Radulich, and you are listening to the Metal Hammer of Doom, the weekly podcast, where we review the latest and greatest metal albums, track by track by track by track. On the docket for tonight is Babymetal. You don't know what Babymetal is. Babymetal is 3 Japanese pop singers backed by a metal band. This is their 3rd studio album. It's called Metal Galaxy, and it dropped on October 8th, 2019. There were 4 singles for this album. Distortion, for which we did a Metal Hammer of Doom on. You can check that out. Lots of laughs were had. There was Starlight, Elevator Girl, and Papaya! And now the man for which the song was written about, here he is. It's Papaya! Jesse Starcher.
Oh, my goodness, Mark Radulich. We are jumping back into the realm of Babymetal. And, you mentioned that these were 3 Japanese pop metal stars, I guess you'd say. But now they're down to 2. One of them left the band.
Yes.
Did you know that? Can you believe it?
I did. Well, shit happens, you know.
Yeah, well, you grow up, and I understand. Listen, I can imagine the stress it could be just if I was to go out on tour in a metal band. I couldn't even imagine what it would be like for a teenage Japanese girl to go out there.
You know, my wife's actually a really good person to talk about that because, hey, Melissa, come here.
Bring her on the podcast.
Usually defined as perceived sound by the auditory sense.
Not you.
Oh,
Alexis.
thank you. We appreciate that.
God damn it. Hey, real quick, so didn't you go to school with a girl who ended up being like a Japanese pop star?
Yes,
Hikaru Utada?
Boy, do I want to make a Lion King joke.
Yeah, so do I. But real quick, like, what was the deal with her? Like,
she was the highest. She paid the most taxes of any. She paid more taxes in the country of Japan than the king, like the emperor.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
In 2000, which was the year she graduated high school from American school in Japan.
right, but like, how did she juggle being a J-pop singer with being a student and just an ordinary gal?
I wasn't friends with her, but I mean, like, she was.
Make
school.
something up, please.
Well, she was at school. I think at that time, like, she wasn't touring or anything like
Okay.
that, and like she did most of the stuff during the summers.
Okay.
So, like, during the school year, she was a student, and we would have, like, paparazzi sneaking onto our campus.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Wow.
We had to have special security for her high school graduation.
Well, no, what was it
No
like for you
kidding.
as a student in that school?
It was hysterical.
All right.
Her locker was above mine.
Was it?
Yes.
That's the closest you've ever been to a celebrity?
For any length of time.
All right, thanks. So there you go. The life of a celebrity is harder than us mortals could possibly contend with.
It had to have been tough, especially as a kid. So
Sure.
I understand that.
So we've done all the Babymetal albums on the Metal Hammer of Doom at some point or another. Some in the hard to hear Block Talk radio days. We rebroadcasted a couple of those reviews here on Spreaker when we changed feeds and streams and whatnot. And we did a couple of Metal Hammer of Doom extras for some of their videos. And I just thought it was absolutely adorable how they were mispronouncing Painkiller, which, goes, it goes absolutely with the fact that they are trying to sing a song in English with a very thick Japanese accent.
Yeah, English is not their native language, so we don't expect much.
No, of course not. But a lot of people got offended by it, and so I'm gonna try.
It's the one sole YouTube video that I've ever deleted off of my of the source material channel. So it has that distinction at least.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go down like that, sir.
I believe that's the infamous video that made you stop allowing people to leave comments on your videos.
I was like, whoa, wait a second. What the hell is going on? Oh, my goodness. That is not positive feedback.
There were 2 different YouTube accounts, and both of them had just comments that were ripping us to shreds.
Yes, it was not good.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. I encouraged you to keep it up, but you were like, no, I don't. I didn't start podcasting and making myself an internet personality to be ridiculed.
Last thing I wanted to do was be beholden to the internet's opinion.
Sure.
So therefore, I put myself out on the internet by doing podcast after podcast and opining on such things.
That's right. Well, you're a classy dude, though. No, I mean, really, since then, who has people are flocking to you to do podcasts now?
That's right. That's what I hear.
You're like podcast Jesus.
That's check out my bio. It's right there.
All right. So that's really it. That's all for the introduction here. We love this band. We love to have fun with this band. And just a quick rip through Metal Galaxy. I enjoyed it. I'll enjoy talking about it tonight. We're gonna cut the first song off of here, Future Metal, because it's just a lot of noise and whatnot. And we're gonna jump right into da 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 do 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 da da da. Is that what we're no?
No.
All right.
Negative.
All right. So here's
I know the song though.
Okay. Hey, you know a reference. Hot dog. We're gonna jump right into Da Da Dance. All right. Outstanding. Da Da Dance, Jesse. which featured on guitars guest guitarist Tak Matsumoto.
Okay.
So
right.
Here's the thing about this album. I'll tell you right off the bat, right? This album is all over the place stylistically.
Well, that is their calling card, though. If you look at their previous album, what they did was they took different styles of music, different genres, and they peppered it in with metal, their type of metal. I remember that being the case on the previous album. I think that's their call. I mean, I honestly think that that's their gimmick.
Do you remember it, though, being stylistically this diverse? Because
I do. I let me pull up. Go ahead and keep talking. I'm going to go pull up the.
I was thinking like Shanti Shanti Shanti, which stood out to me because my daughter's like current best friend is an Indian gal, Asian Indian, not Native American Indian, and she spent the weekend over there recently, and they dressed her up like an Indian princess, and she got to wear all kinds of fancy Indian jewelry and traditional Indian garb. She really had like a nice little cultural experience at this gal's house, which we were talking about, and the mom and my wife, get along pretty well too. And so we're in the car, and I'm playing this album, and Shanti 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 plays, and my daughter like instantly falls in love with the song because of the Indian influence.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like that one, like I didn't think Dada Dance was particularly metal sounding. Like it's fairly heavy, but it feels like heavy dance music.
Yes.
Not necessarily heavy metal with J-pop vocals.
No, it's more J-pop with the metal kind of like influence into it. But yeah, I believe, and it's been a while. I'm looking at the track list, and honestly, nothing comes to mind. It's been a while since I listened to the album, but I swear that's what we got on Metal Resistance was, again, they took elements of different cultures, elements of different metal genres, and put them in each song.
Okay.
And so this, to me, feels like very much what I expected from Babymetal. I mean, my goodness, that clip of the, I don't even want to try to do it, but the ow, or whatever they put in there, that thing has been around.
Again?
Shut up. That thing's been around since, like, I swear, Mortal Kombat, dude. At least Mortal Kombat. The soundtrack, that is. But yeah, so I like the first song. My concern, as always, with a band that's coming back with a new album, are they going to be able to keep up the pace? Are they going to try and change things and experiment with things? And I think they did a decent job here with our first full track.
Yeah. I mean, I really like the song. I think just thinking back to some of the other Babymetal albums that we've talked about, especially that first one's heavy as shit.
Yep.
And it's all, it is like almost all fucking heavy all the time. And I don't think there's as much variation on it. Like there's a little bit more pop. I would say the variation is metal to poppier, whereas this has different musical styles.
What I have come to kind of envision Babymetal as being is like the goodwill ambassador to every metal fan that can be out there. And by bringing metal and having whatever cultural influence happen in whatever song is going to be played. So when we get to, Shanti Shanti, perfect example. Quickly after that, oh, Mahini, that's, I believe that's going to be folk metal.
Yes, yeah, I remember that one too. So here, I want to read a couple things to you.
Okay.
So this actually has a name to it, which I'm going to utterly mispronounce, so please leave me a nasty comment calling me a racist on YouTube. Actually, this isn't going on YouTube because I don't need to... We've already had one blocked video. I don't need my email filling up with how many times we got blocked.
Yeah,
we're
do without that.
So blocked. But please send me a nasty email at mradulich@gmail.com. And don't send one to Jesse, but in the email, if you could call Jesse a fuckface, that would be fine.
Make sure to mention that I should stop podcasting, please.
Yeah, please tell him to delete his podcast, faggot. True. By the way, actual comment. Remember that?
It doesn't surprise me. I tried to block most of that out, but yes.
I'm sorry, am I bringing up your PTSD?
I might start shaking here soon.
All right. I believe it's kawaii metal, Kawaii, and I'm really sorry if I'm not doing a bit. Like I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced. I don't know for sure.
I'm going to tell you that I believe that it's pronounced kawaii.
Kawaii, okay.
Kawaii metal. Kawaii is I looked this up. I've got it on Wikipedia here. Kawaii is the lovable, cute, adorable culture of cuteness in Japan, according to the wiki. Think of Hello Kitty. That's kawaii. Okay.
So kawaii metal is a musical genre that blends elements of heavy metal with J-pop that was pioneered in Japan in 2010. A typical kawaii metal composition involves combining the instrumentation found in various types of heavy metal music with J-pop melodies and a Japanese idol aesthetic. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. So you need to know that so I can read this to you. In the composition section of the Wikipedia page, it says, the band describes the theme of the album as going on an odyssey to the metal galaxy with Glory Hammer.
Glory Hammer is alongside for the ride. I love it.
Glory Hammer and 3 of the singers from Babymetal just punching planets in space.
The greatest crossover of this fucking century.
There's no mention of Glory Hammer in this Wikipedia page.
Damn it!
Sue Metal stated that the album is like a toy box with a different mixture of songs in there. While Babymetal and Metal Resistance had cool sounds to the songs, quote-unquote, Metal Galaxy has a new type of kawaii metal and incorporates the sound of different countries. Yeah, see? I know what I'm talking about. Of different countries in which the band has toured since the release of Metal Resistance, reflecting the journey made in previous years.
By the way, I just found out Google told me it's kawaii, like Hawaii, but with a K in the front of it.
How close was I the first time then? Because
you were damn close. Kawaii, I think, is what you were calling it.
I feel like I said it. Kawaii is what I said.
Oh, that's exactly what you said.
Okay, so it's
kawaii. My bad.
So it's Hawaii.
Hawaii, kawaii. Oh boy.
Hakuna Matata.
She's a pretty popular J-pop star.
So somebody out there is like, I gave this fuckers a chance, and now they're doing silly jokes again.
Here they go. Now the dick jokes are coming.
The dick jokes are coming. I promise you.
There's one right there.
They're right alongside the dragons in Game of Thrones. All right. Enough of this fuckery. Here we go. This is the English version. Oh boy. The King's English, Elevator Girl. Dude, I fucking love that song.
It's a good one.
Oh, that gets me up, man.
Yeah, that is a good one. I was kind of worried about it at first, but then it really picks up as you go through it, and it does kick some ass.
Does that chorus makes you feel like it should be like in an 80s rom-com, but like one with the kick-ass metal in it?
Well, sure. I think last time we were comparing a lot of the songs. Well, I don't know about a lot of the songs, but at least one or two of the songs should have been like the lead intro for an anime. Yeah. So let's make our way to rom-coms. I'm liking it.
Yeah, man. Elevator Girl. I mean, not the greatest video, by the way. It's literally them going up and down in elevators. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. I mean, artistically, I think that like the visuals are cool, but it's kind of like it's cool. It's a cool visual for like a screensaver.
Okay.
There's nothing happening in this video, is what I'm trying to tell you. It's just them going up and down in elevators.
It's them like, hey, we got a signal. We've got to get a video out. All right. Yeah. Let's get the girls together for 10 minutes, and there you go.
Yeah. Their videos don't reflect how good this band is. But
yeah, I think a lot of what I enjoyed, I mean, if you're talking video-wise, I really enjoy their live performances. There's quite a few that I've seen on YouTube that are really good.
I told you earlier in the year, Babymetal was in Orlando the same night as Slipknot.
Yep.
I was pissed. I have been dying to see Babymetal in concert. They are super energetic. This feels like a show I could bring my daughter to. Like, I don't know if my son would dig it just yet. You know, especially after, you know, a week or two ago, he's just like, I like Imagine Dragons, Weezer, and Kids Place Live. And I'm just like, get the fuck away from me.
He's got a while, Mark. Give him some time.
No.
He's 5 years. 5?
Yeah, he's
5.
He's 5. But I'll tell you this. He told a joke to one of the teachers at school today, and they invited him on the morning radio show to tell more jokes. He's apparently writing his own material now.
They have a radio show at the
something
school?
like that. Like they do it.
Morning announcements,
something like that. Yeah,
got it. All
right. Radio might be a bit of an exaggeration.
Well, he's his dad's son.
So let me tell you one of my son's jokes real quick.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
Why did the cookie go to the doctor?
Tell me.
No, that's not how you do this.
Why?
No.
Why did the cookie go to the doctor?
Because he was feeling very crummy.
Mm-hmm. Good one.
What the hell, man? He's fucking 5.
Good.
What do you want him to do, Sam Kinison?
That's a good one. Well, the thing is that I'm sorry, but I have a dad joke calendar my mom got me, and that was like last month's joke, man. So tell your son to stop copying. I don't know where he's got the calendar, but he needs to stop.
where he's hiding it. You know what's hysterical about that is he did that joke every day for months.
Oh boy!
Like he did it like wherever he got it from, he just wouldn't let it. Like everything out of his mouth was like, "I have a joke." No, it's the same joke, dude. To the point where I was booing him and calling him a hack.
New material, man. Well, look where it got him, sir. It got him on the fucking radio. What do you have? A podcast.
Yeah, that's right. He's got a live fucking audience. I've got you.
Yep, that's it.
And dwindling numbers. Thanks, Spreaker.
Yeah, I'd tell Spreaker to bring back the bots. I don't give a shit about the singularity. I want them to at least inflate our numbers a little bit. Damn.
You know, the last thing, and I swear to God, folks, I will go to the next song, but the hilarious thing about that is I looked at my wife and I was like, I miss my inflated numbers and I wish I still had them.
All I want is a bigger number. Just put 100 there.
I needed to feel like I was reaching more people, even if I actually wasn't. At least I could live in the illusion.
I mean, it did occur to me, like, if you were a company such as Spreaker, I mean, why not? Why not just be like, okay, well, we're going to inflate numbers for everybody and just add one extra.
It's costing them money.
Oh, because they look at those numbers and that determines how much they pay you back on the ads or whatever.
Correct.
I got you. Oh, well, no fucking wonder.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, then.
All right. For all my Indian friends out there, my Asian Indian friends, oh boy, here we go. My daughter's favorite song off this album, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can totally picture like the hands above the heads and that like head.
Oh yeah,
motion
belly
that they
dancing
do.
going on.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, dude, this fucking song right here, I'm right in line with your daughter here, okay? Because this is my favorite song off this album. There's a close second we'll get to here in a little bit, but I mean, really, really like this one. And you got to think about, their goal is to, like I said, take these other cultures, take these other genres, and allow them to influence and write a song that a couple Japanese girls can perform decently. And this song kicks all sorts of ass with all that shit against it. It really is something to behold, to watch a song like this come out on this album that kicks that much ass. And I mean, dude, throughout this whole song, it just has you bobbing your head. It has you tapping your foot. And I'm not a big fan of Indian music, okay, or if that's what it's going to be called. I assume that's what it's called.
I'm
but
sure it has some crazy name that I can't pronounce.
I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, but this was adapted quite damn well. So,
Babymetal has stated that he wanted to create Babymetal in the image of the cultural diversity found around the world in music, with Metal Galaxy being a conceit to explore this idea. The opening track, Future Metal, which we did not hear, includes robotic narration stating, "This ain't heavy metal, bitches." All right, no, there's no bitches in there.
Oh, I don't remember that.
This ain't heavy metal. Welcome to the world of Babymetal.
Yeah.
With a following electronic flurry. Elevator Girl, which we heard earlier, has elements of languid jazz. Shanti Shanti Shanti, which we just heard, is composed of Indian instrumentation, and shortly we'll hear Night Night Burn, which contains elements of Latin music.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. Yeah, they're, I talked about them being ambassadors for goodwill, for metal. This is like the Wild Stallions of fucking metal right here, okay?
God
These are
gave rock and roll to you.
This is the band that brings it all together, and I don't see them stopping. And it's, so far, man, this is a great album. We're only, three full proper tracks in. But, yeah, Shanti Shanti Shanti's definitely my favorite off of here.
Really?
Yeah, I really like this one. I mean, I think this track is the best.
We've yet to hear my favorite, by the way. But I will tell you that this next one features the gruff growls by Sabaton frontman Joachim Brodin.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that. I know the growls that we're talking about, but I did not put those two together.
We're about to learn all about the tanks and the missiles.
He says nothing about. I would have recognized it immediately as soon as he started talking. So
I wish they had done a video for this one, because then they were like, "How many people do you want dead in this video?" Yes.
Explosions everywhere.
Just fucking, and then like the three Japanese girls just standing above it all, dancing.
Oh, absolutely perfect.
All right, so here we go. This is Mahina. I'm waiting for Corporal Khan to just kick the door down and be like, "We've got pints of beer."
Dude, I honestly thought that was, if there was going to be anybody guesting on that song, that's where I would have gone. I would have like, "Oh, this is Corporal Kalani all the way through."
I remember the first time I heard that, I was like, "Holy shit, Babymetal did a folk metal song."
I had no idea that was the front man for fucking Sabaton.
Yeah,
I had no clue. They did, and they don't let that on. We got a few. It's funny because we have a few guest stars throughout this album. When we got to Distortion, we did that over. When we did the Metal Hammer of Doom extra on that, that has front woman from Arch Enemy on it, and I was like,
Alyssa White Blues.
I do not even, you don't hear her. So these guest stars that show up are just kind of like, hey, we're here, but they do not like take the focus off of the Babymetal that's in front of you. So even though they add to it, there's nothing that makes me go, oh, hey, here we go. Here's Joaquin. Let's get it on. Don't even hear it. So, we hear it, but you just don't recognize it.
Yeah.
At least I don't.
No, I had a lot of the stuff I had to look up myself. Later on, we're going to hear Thai rapper F Hero on your song Papaya.
I wonder who F Hero is.
He's a Thai rapper. I just told you that.
Oh, he did. Well, what's he doing rapping Thais? He should be in a music group. Oh, come on! Please get your son on the phone right now.
Hey, Jesse.
I want to talk to someone who appreciates that kind of humor.
Hey, Jesse, why did the cookie go to the doctor?
Oh, yeah. It's funnier the third time.
Oh, it's even funnier the 100th time.
It's like, you've wore me down. I must laugh now.
Yeah. It's kind of like Family Guy. It's like funny the first time, and then 50 times later, it's no longer funny, but 100 times later, it gets back to being funny again.
Oh.
All right. You ready to move on?
Yes, sir.
All right, this one. Oh, Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Let's hear it.
This is a brand new day. We all hang in a buffalo stance.
Nena Cherry, what are you doing here?
I got a little buffalo stance out of that.
I hear you.
I was definitely feeling some pop, some disco in there. There was a lot of those elements in that song. But I'll tell you, like, I haven't hated a song yet on here. I haven't felt like, next.
Yeah.
There's so much. I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off. I will.
No, you're right,
shut up
dude.
in a
Go ahead.
second. But there's enough differentiation in this, and that's the thing. If you go back and listen to, a year's worth of reviews from us, what are the things that we tend to praise? We tend to praise differentiation. We tend to praise experimentation. We tend to put down. We came up with a word for it. Samey. Mm-hmm. Like that's like my struggle with like a Slayer album is when you listen to Slayer. It's going to be badass, and it's going to be brutal, and it's going to be violent and heavy, and the same song, one right after another.
Yep, exactly. And I have a feeling that that's what we were going to get with Mayhem. And I don't know Mayhem well enough, but I sincerely doubt that there would be a tremendous amount of differentiation.
There won't be.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Do you want to hear the same song for 40 minutes? Welcome to Mayhem.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, so, that is one thing you'll never get with Babymetal. It will not be samey. They pride themselves, it seems like, on making sure that the next song is going to be different in some way. And, you know, yeah, I'll say Brand New Day is probably, if we're 5 tracks in here, it's the most poppy and a little too poppy for my taste, maybe. Mm-hmm. But, you know, again, I'm right there with you. I'm not turning the song off.
If you had your daughter and her friends in the car and they weren't utterly ignoring you with headphones and earbuds and cell phones and iPads, don't you think they'd be bopping at that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I think that's kind of the point, is there's something for everybody in baby metal. It's
they're ambassadors.
Cornucopia of music.
That's right. That is right.
So, I don't need every baby metal song to sound like fucking Slayer.
We want heavy. Yeah. We do, but, you know, we understand, number one, where these girls are coming from and what their goal is. And it's called pop metal, J-pop metal, for a reason. I mean, there's going to be
it's called Kawasaki.
Caius. Man, when's the last time they dropped an album?
It's Kalamazoo, Jesse.
Kalamazoo. Kawaii.
Send your angry emails to mradulich@gmail.com.
Yes, please.
I'm M. Actually,
don't even email the guy. Actually, write a letter. Somehow get his address. That will mean that much more. Just to where he gets a letter a day for a year. That would be nice.
You can also direct your hate tweets at Mark Radulich on Twitter. Hate tweets. This is going to get posted on our Facebook page, Radulich and Broadcasting Network Facebook page. So I know y'all got the Facebook. Leave a comment on it, telling me that that you hate the fact that I mispronounced a word or 2 or 5 or 12.
The anonymity of the internet, though, it does not bode so well on Facebook. So you may not see too much on there.
My recommendation is that you create a fake Facebook account.
No, if you want to hear from the listeners, here's an idea. Okay. Try to give away a fucking free couch. Okay, you'll hear from plenty of people. They'll never show up at your door either. That's the great thing.
All right, to the 100th person to leave a shitty comment on our podcast tonight, I will give you a free piece of used, dirty, old furniture I have in my house that I don't want here anymore.
I actually have one sitting in the garage right now.
Dude.
There you go. You don't even have to do that. All right, I will put up the couch.
Oh, okay. Jesse's giving away some of the junk he's molested. If you'd like some of Jesse's molested junk, be the 100th person to leave a comment. It has to be a terrible comment.
Oh, it has to be. Yeah,
you have to be utterly furious at my opinions and my ability to read foreign languages.
Show your work, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Show your work.
All right. Now that we've utterly encouraged people to be dicks to me, because my passive-aggressive way of dealing with our listeners. What do you say we go to the next track?
I'm ready, sir.
All right, this one is called Night Burn. Night Burn. Night. I like the guitar work on that one. Kind of reminds me and just the pitch of the chords of Dragon Force.
Odelay. I think they say Odelay in there. I'm just saying.
Did they say "Let me speak on this"?
Odelay! Viva la raza!
We are two 40-year-old men who fondly remember the mid-'90s.
The Attitude Era, please come back. Yeah, well, hey, as if you couldn't tell how that was the Latin-influenced song that we were talking about earlier.
Yes, sir.
Night Night Burn. Well, there isn't too much we can dive into with the lyrics on these, so kind of leaves me at a disadvantage.
Let me ask you a question, Jesse. But what does the angry metal guy think of the nigh perfect J-pop kawaii artists that
angry metal guy
make up baby metal?
Again, has apparently went into a vow of silence. I mean, he does have. There is apparently some baby metal. I'm typing as if you couldn't tell. I don't know if you could hear that in the microphone that's right by the keyboard.
Well, no, please be like Pat and sound like you're banging on pots and pans when you
Let me get my fan real quick, and I'll put it right up against the microphone. The hell is that? Oh, it's my computer fan. What the fuck kind of... It sounds like a damn jet engine.
That's just my combine. I'm chopping wheat as we do this podcast.
He's still at work. It's the meat slicer. I don't see anything in here. You go into the angry metal guy, you look at the tag baby metal, there are articles for Guar, Contrast, and an interview with Mariah Kawashima. There is nothing else. So this must be a band that he's decided he did not want to touch.
Okay.
Or at least that website does not want to touch.
I can't imagine anyone gave this a bad review.
I mean, if they did, they've obviously been scorched from the earth. That's the last fucking thing you want to do is criticize this band.
I just didn't like it. Holy shit, is that a missile?
What the hell happened to Metal Injection? Where are they at? They have disappeared. They gave Baby Metal a 1-star review on fucking Metal Galaxy.
Why am I getting a 404 error when I try to go to Blabbermouth?
What happened to this? Oh, shit. No wonder. Yeah, I'm looking at Metal Injection right now. 9.5 out of 10 for this album.
Sure. Absolutely. It earns every single bit of it. I actually think I think they underscored it.
We're going to fall off here. All right? This is 14 tracks, and I think there is a spot where we fall off. It's not a sharp, precipitous, long drop, but it is a drop nonetheless, in my opinion.
This is pretty perfect? Why do you hate small Japanese girls, Jesse?
Oh, no. Oh, jeez.
Why do you hate Riho and AEW, who they're booking like Rey Mysterio?
I will be going to work tomorrow, and there will be a black Subaru behind me. I'll be wondering... What happened? What did I do? Oh, shit, I talked about Baby Metal last night.
Negative.
Oh, no. In a negative context. We're not there yet. Night Night Burns, fine. They're sticking to the gimmick. They're sticking to the formula.
Okay.
So
I'm going to bail you out here. 13 songs is too many. 15 minutes might have been too many.
What are we looking at here?
The whole thing is 52 minutes, but we cut the first song, so the rest of the rest of the 13 songs clock out at 50 minutes if you skip the ridiculous beginning.
So and those last two are fucking 5 minutes apiece. Well, actually, Shine is 6.
Yeah, just
Shine is 5 minutes and 53 seconds. So we'll, and I'll make a decision there. And, well, actually, I remember Shine, so we'll talk about that when we get to it. Mm-hmm. But I remember that one being the slow one of the bunch. So you could definitely axe that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, well.
This album, we'll get to final thoughts when we get to the end, but I can tell you going into this, like, for me, this probably could have dealt with a bit more editing. Just tighten it up a bit. Maybe not 14 songs. Maybe.
It's 3 years since Metal Resistance. So, the reason why I'm saying that is like, okay, we've got 3 years of of material that we want to put on an album, and we want to make it an album that everybody is interested in and has something to come to with it. I don't know. We'll make a decision as we get to the end, but I kind of agree with you.
All right, so this next one is not a Rage Against the Machine cover. It's not Killing in the Name of. It's just In the Name of. All right. So that one you sell to the people developing the Lord of the Rings TV show on Amazon.
And the orcs are gathering in a line.
Good God. All right, I know where that half a star went now.
Uh-huh. Well,
I apparently had blocked this from my brain.
They're hardly in it. I think they're at the beginning. I'm sure that's them singing, maybe.
Garbage song.
It's heavy, but I mean, it's just like
it's not Babymetal.
Where's the girls?
That might you could have tricked me and told me that was Mayhem.
This is the one that I think that cut that one off of there.
You know what the funny thing is? I feel like I'm not going to get any criticism for anything I said about Babymetal. I'm going to get all the angry Mayhem fans.
Oh shit! Now you got problems.
How dare you, sir?
They have less, probably less mileage to travel to come kick your ass or kill you. One or the other, burn a cross on your forehead. I have no idea. But
this is the Come At Me Bro and Network podcast.
Got it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that song has some kind of, I don't know, deeper meaning to somebody, but that one...
Cut it.
As heavy as it is, I could do without it on the album.
Just slice it. Cut it.
Rub it down. Oh, no.
Do Me Baby. Speaking of Do Me Baby, this next one features the chick from Arch Enemy.
Oh, Alyssa. How we love you.
Indeed. This is Distortion. That's fucking Babymetal.
Heavy as shit, in your face, fast paced. I mean, yeah, I agree. This is what we were wanting to hear.
That could have easily come off the first album. That was
Agreed.
right up there. Yeah, that's the perfect Babymetal sound. Like if somebody said, "Give me a song off of here," and I think that's part of the reason. Well, we definitely did the video because it was of the ones that I had to choose from. It was the most where something was actually happening. It was the least Tarja walking through a forest in various dresses. Somewhere out there, Tarja just looked up and was like, "Did someone say my name again?"
Oh, please, don't summon her. Last thing we need is...
She'll show up in a bubble. like the witch of the fucking north.
I don't need her. Yeah, I don't need her singing here. Okay, she needs to stay quiet.
Are you a good metalhead or a bad metalhead? Sorry. I can't get this image now of Tarja as the good witch of the north out of my head.
Tarja bomb. So yeah, just like you said, this is possibly the most faithful Babymetal song off of this album.
Yeah.
To what we like from the beginning of this band. So, and it's to pick it back up from In the Name Of, which again, like I said, In the Name Of is heavy. It just doesn't fit. Distortion brings you right back into what you were wanting. So that's good. That's good.
All right. Are you ready to hear about your new favorite rapper, F-Hero?
I'd like to play me some F-Zero on the Super Nintendo. Yes, that's right. I made a video game joke.
That's fucking terrible.
Fuck you, man. You don't play video games anyway.
I do play video games. You can hear them sometimes while the rest of you are yammering on a podcast.
Fucking mobile phone games. My bad.
Goddamn right. You know how far I've gotten in Lost Island and what's the other one I play?
WWE Superstars?
No, fuck that game. Parktown. Here's the games I got on my phone. I got
Parktown. Okay.
Hexa Crush, Angry Birds 2, Parktown, Emoji Blitz, Lost Island, Sandwich, Traffic Puzzle, and 270.
The hell is 270?
It's a game where you try to become elected president.
Oh,
and so you have to
okay.
you have to earn money you have to earn campaign funds, and you have to spend your campaign funds to buy votes. And you compete to become the president.
Have you become the president yet?
I think once I only played against one other person, and I finally figured out the strategy to win the game. So
and you won. Good job.
And I won. But it took me a couple of tries. I was getting my ass kicked.
I'll give you my list. Words with Friends. All right, what's the next song?
All right. All right, this next song is about Jesse Starcher. Send him all your tweet love. This is Papaya! Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to... Wait, no.
Oh, my goodness.
I played that one extra long because I wanted you to hear the rap section.
Yeah, well, I will tell you that F-Hero brings the fucking heat on this song.
Yeah,
I really do enjoy his contribution to that song.
F-Hero ain't nothing to fuck with.
No, sir. No, sir. So, surprisingly, quite a few songs off this album have their own fucking Wikipedia page.
Yeah, I was actually on the Papaya Wikipedia because I keep saying it to you, it's like, you know, Papaya means your goat ass or something. No, like, I didn't know what it really meant. I just, you know, it says Papa in there and,
Oh, yeah.
Stupid Radulich and broadcasting jokes. But here's what it really means. Similar to the other Babymetal songs, Papaya gathers influence from various genres while preserving the band's J-pop and electronic music. With its name referring to the papaya,
Yep.
which is a fruit.
That's correct.
Okay. Papaya contains components of southern lands, Japanese festivals, and a chaotic tune for a hot upper tune in the summer. The song is composed of an infectious synth line, bouncy guitar riffs, and vocals repeatedly yelling papaya, with the tune showcasing Su metal and Moa metal singing around each other in contrast to the chants and guitars. F-Hero raps a verse which provides elements of new metal and applying horror-esque synths against bubblegum chorus. And this is
Bubblegum chorus.
Yes, and this is the first time they've ever had a rap section in a song.
Well, it kicked ass. They did a good job on that. So is this your favorite?
Yeah, second favorite. It was
Second favorite. Have we already heard it first?
No. It's my
wow.
favorite of all the singles. And we
Okay.
almost did this one because I liked it so much, because it's an amazing song. But their video is actually a live performance from Yokohama Arena from July 1st, 2019.
Nice.
The show, showcasing a debut performance of the song during the concert, Babymetal Awakens, The Sun Also Rises, on June 29th, 2019. The live performance and music video featured a guest appearance by F-Hero, who had hinted at a performance in Japan earlier on June 1st, 2019. The video showcases the summer and festive themes of the song in front of an audience waving and swinging towels all around Yokohama Arena. Su Metal and Moa Metal performed in shimmering outfits with one other dancer, Kano Fukuhira of Sakura Gakuin, the idol group in which Babymetal was formerly a subunit in the iconic trio for the show, backed by the supporting Kami band. So it's a lot of information to take in. Hope you took it all in. Just relax. If it's not all in, just relax your body. It'll all get there.
That's nice. That's real nice.
I'm here to help, Jesse.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that one. I think I mentioned that there was a one on here that was a close second, and that was this one. I really like Papaya.
Yeah, it's good. It's definitely, as I said, my favorite of the singles. It's my second favorite on the entire album.
Now I'm curious.
The next one's my favorite.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, buddy. Here we go. I don't know how to pronounce this. This is kangaroo, bingo, bango, bongo, kangaroo.
Don't believe
You hear that song, and in the background is Chris Jericho drinking a little bit of the bubbly.
I could see why you like that one. I understand.
That's fucking wrestler walkout music right there.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Yes. I remember this one being one of the more prominent ones off of here that I thought was pretty decent. And it's heavy, man. It's heavy. It
has that right blend of heaviness and J-pop sound.
Yeah. Almost kind of like, I don't know. It's heavy enough to make me think we're almost heading back to like the early 2000s or something.
Yeah. I don't want like every song to be thrashy.
Yeah.
That's not why I listen to Babymetal. If I wanted to listen to thrash, I throw on a Municipal Waste or a Testament, or old Metallica, something like that. I don't need Babymetal. Like I like the occasional thrashy Babymetal song. Sounds really cool. It's why I got interested in the band in the first place. But not every song needs to be just fucking balls out. I don't need the constant double bass drumming. I need them. I like 80s pop music, 80s new wave. And so when I see somebody taking elements of pop and giving it some edge, you'll find a fan in me. You'll find a fan in me. Yeah. And that's where Babymetal has its strengths, I think.
I think when I was listening to this song, I was just waiting for Kid Rock to jump in. It felt like a Kid Rock song almost.
Just run through the stage like, I'm going platinum, and like run off the stage again.
No, there's got to be at least 3 or 4 motorcycles ramping off of something and exploding.
Oh my god! I just had this image of like they're just on stage, they're doing the little dance, and fucking Kid Rock just runs up behind him with a goddamn chair and yells, "I am American Badass."
It can fit. I'd love to see it.
Just fucking Pearl Harbor jobs him. Is that racist?
Oh, wait. We've turned the tables. Oh boy!
Send your hate tweets to Stiznarky.
Where was that? No! Oh no! Please! Oh my goodness! We've gone past Pearl Harbor. These are the ambassadors. What could you be doing to these poor young girls? Stop it!
Somewhere out there, Kid Rock just looked up and he was like, "Yeah, that's about right."
Yeah, he's like, "How did they know that was going to be happening?" He's rather political here recently, isn't he? Like, isn't he like...
he's like a dumb conservative.
Dumb conservative.
And I'm not saying, like, because conservatives are dumb. I mean, he's dumb and a conservative. Gotcha. Like, he's not doing that particular brand of political philosophy any good. At all. Like, that's a turn off for a lot of people who might be on the fence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see that. Him and Ted Nugent hanging out.
The Nuge. All right.
Cat scratch fever, baby.
I don't know what they do, but they sure do it good. All right. I'm done with that now. This next one is called Starlight.
Here's where the drop I was talking about starts. Starlight is... I mean, you could tell that they tried to make it a little bit of heavy, but it just wasn't enough for me. And it, it's. I'm sure
if I'm producing this one hits the
if I'm producing this, we're done. We would have been going to plugs right now. But here's the thing. Again, they're putting an album together with a lot of genres and a lot of cultural influence in mind. So I'm sure that right there's your traditional kind of J-pop sounding song, in my opinion.
Well, according to the wiki, Starlight was described as pretty genty by
Genty. DJENT, right?
Yep.
By
Greg Canelti of Metal Injection. Scott Monroe of Metal Hammer commented, the song starts off slow but soon kicks into a frantic pace, complete with the catchy chorus, thundering drums, and slabs of crunchy guitars. While Billboard said, please invite us to the parties, we're still relevant. No. Billboard called it a ferocious and heavy melody.
Billboard's like, we're just here to say something. I don't know what, but we want to be known.
Does anyone still buy Billboard? While Billboard called it a ferocious and heavy melody that explores this signature hybrid of metal riffs and infectious vocal. I could have lived without this one.
July, let me see, what was the date on this again? July 24th, 2018, Revolver Magazine runs an article that says, Meshuggah apologized for Gent. It was a drunk misunderstanding. We're very sorry for creating that genre.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep, that's a good one. I'm not a big fan of Starlight. So, I mean, take it or leave it. If you're a fan of Babymetal and you're a fan of those types of songs, great. Okay, maybe that's what it's there for, but not for me.
Like I said, so far I'm like, lose Starlight, lose In the Name Of, lose Metal Future, I think is what it was called.
Oh, the intro, yeah.
Yeah, and I think then you've got a nice tight album.
Everything.
Go ahead.
I was counting up. That'd be 2 minutes, and then we got what was the last one? That's 5, and then that freaking one in the middle in the name up's 4.5 minutes. So that right there is 9 to 10 minutes off there already, and then we still have 2 songs to go.
Yeah, it was 4.5 minutes of orcs marching through Middle Earth.
And the longest one is up next.
We don't want to go to war today, but the Lord of the Lash says nay, nay, nay.
Yep. I almost started singing that before you did.
Sure you did.
I have no fucking clue what you're referencing.
Doesn't matter. Just know that it
most of it doesn't, sir.
Just know that it was nightmare fuel when I was a child.
Rankin and Bass.
Oh, Rankin and Bass.
Yes,
all
sir.
right, here we go with our next, second to last song here. This is called Shine. I'm not implying it's a bad song. I just don't think this was necessary to keep on this one.
Shine is... I remember when I first heard it, it definitely struck some emotional chords.
Like what?
Well, it's a sad song. It's pretty sad. I obviously don't understand what they're saying, but there's every once in a while they'll throw in some English. But it sounds like it's a song that's about somebody remembering somebody that passed on, or maybe remembering an old friend or something like that. But it's sad. It's not what I want from Babymetal. I don't want to sit there and have the tissue box beside me thinking, "Oh, this Babymetal song, here we go." That's not what it's supposed to be about. So
yeah, but I mean, like, would we discredit any other band though for writing a song that digs into their feelings and it sounds all ballady or sad or whatever?
No, we wouldn't. But this is 6 minutes long.
Yeah, no, this song needs to go. I'm not disagreeing about that.
Yeah.
I'm saying my issue... So here's my issue with it. It's not that... It's not even that it's sad or that it's slow. I think they're capable of better. Like, there are some great, powerful, sad songs. Mm-hmm. And those songs appeal to me more than this one, which sounds just kind of melancholy. And for me, it lacks an just the orchestration lacks an emotional punch. Mm-hmm. It sounds just kind of wispy. It sounds a little Tarja-y.
I hear you.
Tarja leaning out a window, light raindrops falling down, a tear down her cheek. She's changed her dress 9 times.
Puts her arm out, and a bird lands on it.
Yeah, okay. And the bird sings a sad song.
There's definitely black throughout the video. Yeah. I get it. I see it.
And that's not what I want. I want, like, Don't Cry Out Loud.
Yeah, you make the point that I'm kind of making here, is that there is the Babymetal that I want, and then there's the Babymetal that I'm given.
Right.
Okay? If this is what they want to give us, you're right. I can't criticize them for that. It's not a bad song. If you listen to it, it's actually, it's in my opinion, I think it's very emotional, but it's definitely not what I want. If I was to make a playlist, that shit ain't going on it.
Yeah. I'm like, write a sad song, but be more Babymetal about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
And for the love of God, don't cry out loud. Just keep it inside.
Yes. Lock it far, far away, deep down in the depths of that cold, cold heart.
It was lyrics from Don't Cry Out Loud, by the way.
Oh, by what band?
Ugh.
Hey. Mark Radulich and your fucking references, you son of a bitch.
Jesse, you've never heard Don't Cry Out Loud?
By who?
You
have to give me the artist.
You've never heard Don't Cry Out Loud?
I guess not. I
Melissa
assume that I
Manchester.
Melissa Manchester.
It's like our most famous song. Don't tell me you don't know who Melissa Manchester is.
Here's the thing. In about 2 seconds, I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to look this up. And what's going to happen is me going, oh, well, yes, of course. Melissa Manchester, that name sounds familiar. So, Manchester. She has songs such as Don't Cry Out Loud, Hey Ricky. Is that Hey Ricky, You're So Fine?
No, that's...
Oh, that's Hey Mickey. My bad. The Fellas. Oh, those are the albums. My bad. Those aren't the songs.
Oh,
you fucking...
Oh,
my goodness. Melissa Manchester, I've done you so wrong. Studio albums dating back all the way to fucking 1973. Home to Myself was her first studio album. All the way up to 2017. This lady has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 albums.
And you've never heard of her.
1982's Hey Ricky, it looks like it peaked at number 19 on the U.S. charts, and then looks like things weren't the greatest after that. So, Don't Cry Out Loud, was that on a... Doesn't look like it was on any soundtracks. She's got a lot of stuff on soundtracks, though. I don't recognize any of these songs, Mark. So...
When we're done, you should listen to Don't Cry Out Loud.
Yep, I will. And then I'll be like, oh, yeah, well, of course.
And then have yourself a good cry.
Associated acts, Barry Manilow, Bette Midler,
Yeah.
and Harlettes.
You are the wind beneath my wings.
I do know that song, sir.
Yeah, you should. It's fucking famous as all shit.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. There are people like, dude, you guys have one
We
more
have
song
one
left.
song.
You can do it.
And I don't even remember this song, so I'm curious as to what it's going to sound like.
Stop going down your sad singer-songwriter fucking rabbit hole. That's what they're
Make
saying.
us. I tell them to make us. They got to write in and say something first.
That's right. All right. This is our last song of the night. This is Arcadia. When did Dragon Force get here?
I swear they were on the previous album at one point too, weren't they? I swear they were uncredited on Metal Resistance. That's pretty. That's a telling sign that when two songs take you out, that you forget the last track that is actually a banger. That thing was actually pretty decent. I mean, we had some great guitar work there at the beginning, heavy as shit. It sounded like the credits are rolling on the old anime that we just got done watching.
Yep.
And I if we're cutting songs, I don't think that one gets cut.
No, cut Shine, cut In the Name of, cut Metal Future, and I think you've got a solid album here.
Yeah. Overall, though, I mean, I still think it's a solid entry, especially for their third outing.
Yeah, it gets an A from me. I think, like I said, it's a little long, and there are no bad songs. There's the intro, which is just unnecessary, and In the Name of, which is also unnecessary. But like, I wouldn't even count this like Babymetal songs. This is them just like, it's like skits on a Wu-Tang album. It's just there. It's there to try to give the album personality. It's something artistic that they're doing. It doesn't really appeal to me. I think it actually takes away from the entire presentation. But they were trying something. They were experimenting. They were stretching. And I'm sure it works for somebody. It doesn't really work for me. But I wouldn't necessarily say that makes this a bad album. There's so much good on here. Dada Dance, Elevator Girl, Shanti Shanti, Omagina, or Magina, however you fucking pronounce it. Brand New Day, Night Night Burn, Distortion, Papaya, Kaguru, Starlight. That's all good shit. Arcadia, fucking Dragon Force.
Yeah.
There's so many good songs on here. Like, this will get... I may not necessarily keep the playlist on my phone, but I could see myself going back and listening to this before the end of the year.
Yeah, off this album, I think there's 3 standout tracks that I really like. That if I was to, be putting on a playlist, those 3 would definitely be on there. Shanti Shanti, Papaya, and most likely, oh boy, I don't know. It would be a toss-up between Distortion and Omahinai. So anyway, I did like Elevator Girl as well. So hey, like I said, solid entry, great third album. Good on you, girls. I look forward to hearing what the next album will be here. Hopefully it doesn't take you another 3 years to do it. By then, you guys are going to be old enough to drink. And I don't know what's going to happen.
Nice. All right. That wraps
You'd
up.
be making a drunk mistake like Meshuggah did.
We've got one more show here in October. We're going to do the band featuring the future Xmas Starcher, Laguna Coil, Black Anima. We're dropping Mayhem from the calendar, but we are going to do a TV party for Lords of Chaos for all you folks that are into the Mayhem, especially the old Mayhem, the murdering Mayhem as they were back in the day. So we'll do a TV party for the Lords of Chaos movie, and that'll wrap up October, actually. That's our last show in the month of October because I cut the Halloween show, and then, we're into November.
Flown by, man.
Yeah, man, this whole year. Well, sometimes it flew by. Other times I was trapped in a house and couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah. Yes, I do recall that.
Goddamn. Goddamn, pal. All right. Check out our Constantine show. Jesse and I had a really fun conversation about the one and only season of NBC's Constantine, however you want to pronounce it. It was good stuff. I enjoyed talking about it. We also did a show on one of his stories from the comic book Hellblazer, Dangerous Habits. Tomorrow we'll be doing an on trial for the Keanu Reeves movie Constantine. Next week we got Fear Itself from Marvel, that whole crossover. We'll do a Damn You Hollywood for Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. We'll be doing 2 shows on Wednesday, the aforementioned Lacuna Coil, and we'll do a TV party for Insatiable Season 2. And then we'll be doing an on trial From Dusk Till Dawn. 2 back-to-back on trials, if you can believe that. Nothing on Friday, but Saturday night, the 26th, we'll be doing some boxing coverage. We got Erickson Lubin versus Nathaniel Gallimore. You never heard of him? Neither have I. But that's okay. We're going to cover that boxing match anyway. And I'm going to sneak into Jesse's house, tie him to a chair, open his eyes up Clockwork Orange style, and make him watch Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship 8. Bigfoot Silva versus Gabriel Gonzaga.
When does that happen again?
This Saturday.
I'm busy.
What are you busy fondling junk? Is that what you're doing?
I'll make an extra special trip to go fondle somebody's junk.
You're breaking my heart.
Yeah, I'm sorry, sir. Your savagery and your find somebody else that enjoys that bloodletting.
I know people that do, but this is absolutely too much garbage for them.
Oh wow!
This is you got to understand. The guys that I know that are into fighting are also snobs.
Okay, well I understand. I'll usually watch just about anything, but I won't do that.
Oh, meatloaf.
Well, might be having some meatloaf that day.
All right, meat Jesse.
Meat Jesse. Are we done? You're done with plugs?
I'm done with plugs, man.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, go give the Radulich in Broadcasting Network Facebook page a like to stay up on top of all the great podcasts that we have to offer. All sorts of great content, TV, movies, wrestling. So I almost forgot what it was. Comic books. You can check it out there. Just type in Radulich on any podcast platform, and you should be able to find our show and subscribe. Listen, we do have a Patreon, much to Mark's chagrin, as much as he just doesn't understand why the hell a Patreon exists. We do have some exclusive content on there, so if you're interested in some commentaries that we've done in the past, all you have to do is donate $1 a month, and you will have access to that. Last night, I recorded one of the funniest Patreon content episodes I've ever done in my entire life. I was all by myself, and I laughed probably at some of the stupidest jokes I've ever made. Hal Jordan, I did an episode on the first appearance of the Black Hand, and the episode, the issue.
That's what I call it when I jerk off with my left hand, by the way.
The Black Hand? Oh,
Black
baby.
Hand.
It's time to get the Black Hand. Here we go. So Hal Jordan ends up getting,
a hand job?
He only has one hand, sir, because what happens is half his body gets transported into another dimension. Black Hand has some kind of a device that he cuts Hal Jordan in half. All right. Now, this comes from 1964, I want to say, maybe a little bit later than. But so Hal Jordan, throughout most of the issue, is just half a person. So at one point, he's standing in front of a mirror, and I made the great comment of, "Look, everybody, it's Half Jordan." As in Half. He's half of himself.
Tune in next week where the Metal Hammer of Doom will be hosted by my son, who can tolerate Jesse's jokes.
Wait, if you go... Okay, first off, that's the joke. But I think the key to listing that Patreon content is to figure out how much I actually laughed at myself. Because I didn't even edit that shit out.
I feel like you're losing your mind is the problem here. I'm sending you an article. You're my vent buddy.
Oh, vent buddy.
Yep.
I don't know
Why
much
having
about
a vent buddy? Why having a vent buddy is important to your health? You're my vent buddy.
Oh well,
You're my friend. I like you. I like you because you're my friend.
Okay? A vent buddy. I like it. Well, that's right there.
Well, that's exciting shit right there.
That is the signal for Mark Radulich to take us the hell out of here. Let's go.
All right, folks. Thank you for joining us on our review of Babymetal here on the Metal Hammer of Doom. For Jesse Starcher, the yawning Jesse Starcher, we're up way past his bedtime. Be well, be safe, and behave.
Miami small business owners. Marketing your business shouldn't feel like a full-time job. At Office Depot Office Max, our Workonomy print advisors will take your big ideas and turn them into brilliant marketing materials. Custom signs, banners, business cards, flyers, brochures, and more. We'll take care of it all. Done right, done fast. And now, for a limited time, get $10 off your next qualifying print order of $35 or more with coupon. Exclusively at Miami area Office Depot and Office Max stores. Calling all Miami small business owners. Marketing your business shouldn't feel like a full-time job. At Office Depot Office Max, our Workonomy print advisors will take your big ideas and turn them into brilliant marketing materials. Custom signs, banners, business cards, flyers, brochures, and more. We'll take care of it all. Done right, done fast. And now, for a limited time, get $10 off your next qualifying print order of $35 or more with coupon. Exclusively at Miami area Office Depot and Office Max stores.